My name is Mike Irwin, the president of the Positivity Project. We are off to an incredible start. The first 2 weeks we focused on the character strengths of curiosity and open-mindedness. These are both under the virtue of wisdom and knowledge. We're now turning towards the virtue of humanity, focusing on the character strength of kindness. When we typically think of character, I think kindness is actually one of the components of character that actually comes to mind, very often with integrity and bravery and fairness, which we'll be talking about next week. But this week, we're doing a deep dive into the character strength of kindness. Well, one of the most powerful quotes that comes to mind for me when I think about kindness is, "It is what you do for somebody else who can't necessarily do anything in exchange for you." So character strengths are, manifesting themselves in all kinds of different ways in your students and in your classrooms and in your schools. But perhaps there is no character strength that is more fascinating to kids than this character strength of kindness. It's the idea that random acts and sometimes just going up to somebody and saying something nice, and sometimes it's not even that. It's actually just smiling. But kindness, of course, can take on a deeper and more robust meaning as well. That is when somebody might be having a bad day, sitting down and talking to them, or writing a card for them, or giving something to them as a sign that, hey, I really care about you. So kindness is, again, one of the 24 character strengths, but it's certainly one that I think a lot of your students already have a lot of familiarity with. And so we can't wait to see you bring this character strength to life this week. Please continue to share your examples into our Facebook group, share it on social media, and tag us as we continue to share it with other people. And most importantly, continue to engage your students as often and as consistently as possible in the character strength of the week, and keep building on what you've already talked about. But it's ultimately that consistency. It's that bringing these strengths to discussion and to reflection and into the classroom as often as you can that's going to make them stick with your students and help them to not only be more self-aware in who they are, but also to understand and see these character strengths in their classmates, in their teachers, and people outside the school walls. Thanks again, and as always, we always like to remind everybody that other people matter.